Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mr. Thompson's art class. We're on the 7th day of instruction. Okay, so we're going to go through the daily procedures for attendance. Make sure you are submitting your assignments on the day that they're assigned. So I assign them early in the morning, and depending on your schedule, you'll have 3 assignments due a week. Okay, at least 3 assignments due a week, and make sure that you're completing them before 11:59, right before midnight each day to get your attendance credit. Okay, so if you turn in your assignments late, you will not receive attendance credit for that day, but you still need to turn them in so you get your grade point average. You don't want to fall behind on your grades. Today, this is the third week that we're starting the third week of instruction. And by the end of this week, our grades are due for your progress reports that are coming out the following week. So please make sure that you're submitting all your assignments. For the joke of the day, what do you call a pig that knows karate? A pork chop. All right, so this is your schedule reminders, depending on what period you are and what times we meet. If you're falling, or you're feeling like you need to have some additional resources, please join us for the Google Meet sessions on these times. These times are subject to change when students come back for face-to-face. So as soon as I get more information on any schedule changes as far as the times, I will post an update and update these slides. Now, this schedule reminder is in every slide since slide deck day 1. So we're on slide deck day 7 right now. If you go through all those slide decks, this is on each one of them. Our champs for the day. If you're in our Google Meet sessions, our voice level is 0. Say, keep your voice on, or keep your microphone mute feature on silent. You can unmute it if you have a question. Just don't forget to put it back on mute once you're done. If you do have a question, or you need help, the chat feature is the best way to utilize if you need assistance. So, it's less distracting for me. A lot of times when you unmute your mic, I don't know who's asking the question, especially in present mode. Okay, so the chat feature works best with me, but you're still, if you need to, you can unmute your mic and ask your question. For activity, it's going to be independent today. Movement, if you are, if you can see my face and we're not in present mode, I want to be able to see your face. So stay seated, stay in front of your camera, and participation, take notes when needed. For success, give your best effort and you will be successful. For your do now, draw something using curvy lines, and you can draw whatever you want, making sure that you're using curved lines. All right. Now for your do now, asynchronous learners, make sure that you're taking a picture of your do now and your assignment and turning them both in together. If you got a 50 back on any of your previous ones, go back and read the instructions. You need to turn in your do now with your assignment. So that's 2 drawings that you're turning in. You can put them side by side and take one picture and just crop out the excess space in the background so I can see them well. Or you can take 2 separate pictures and submit them. Either way is acceptable. But please make sure that you're turning in both of those images. Learning target. We will create art using the elements of art. What specifically? You're going to create art using the element line. Right? And how? By verbal and visual instruction. And why? To discover the fundamentals for creating artwork using line. This is a reminder or kind of a tutorial on how to submit your picture in Google Classroom. All right. So when you're going to Google Classroom, you're going to click on the assignment, and then there should be a button that says add or create. You're going to click on that, and then you'll see a drop-down menu come down. There's a little icon that has a paperclip on it for file. That's what you click, and then you upload your photo from there. All right. Now, if you're still having trouble uploading your assignments into Google Classroom, your pictures into Google Classroom, contact me. If you go to my Meet the Teacher slide deck, I'll have my contact information on there. It has my Google Voice. You can text me, my email address, or contact me through Google Classroom to set up a time that we can meet on Google Meet. My support and tutoring time is Monday through Thursday, 2:20 to 4:20. That's the best time to get a hold of me. If you're contacting me after that time, I'll probably already be on the road on my way home. But contact me and we'll set up a time for me to walk you through how to submit your assignments. If you're emailing me your assignments, that's not going to be an effective way for you to get your credit, because I have several emails a day and it's hard to keep track of that. So please make sure that you're contacting me if you need help uploading your assignments. I've already helped several students figure this out, right? Basic rules, we've been over this several times. If you're logging in, log in on time. Make sure you're logging in on your days to complete your assignments. Be respectful, listen actively participate, complete and submit your assignments. Mute your microphones until it's your turn to speak. Your responsibilities to log in.
Good morning, teachers. Just a quick reminder,
Give me a second.
if you have submitted your health form for the week, please do that. It is on the Google Calendar. Once again, if you have not filled out your health screener for the week, for this week, please do that. ASAP, it is in Google Calendar. There's a link.
All right, so turn your camera on, ask and answer questions, take turns participating daily in classroom discussions, complete packets, and turn in work on time. Work independently or in groups when assigned, and be an active member of the virtual community. And unacceptable behaviors, no cursing and inappropriate gestures in the chats, or negative feedback on other people's work or comments, posting negativity, bullying others in chats. All right, here's your unit organizer. We've been over this. It's there for your review. For your assignment today, here we go. We're going to create an op art drawing using the element of art line. Materials needed, you'll need a square sheet of paper, a ruler or a straight edge. So you can use the edge of your notebook, your sketchbook, okay? And if you don't have white paper yet, please go get white paper. This sketchbook I got right here will be fine. There's white paper in it. You can just tear one out, whatever. $1. I got this from the Dollar Tree, okay? So make sure that you can go pick one up yourself if you're still having issues with the line paper. Remember, I won't be accepting line paper after for your assignment. So make sure this assignment here, you need white paper. So go get a sketchbook from Dollar Tree if you need to. Ruler, straight edge, folder, a book, anything with a straight edge to help you draw that straight line on your paper. A pencil, and then optional materials are a black pen, black colored pencil, or a black marker. All right, so we're going to go through the steps. All right, so first tutorial here, make your paper into a square. All right, so to do that, you're gonna take your rectangle paper and from the corner here, fold it over to the edge. You're gonna have a diagonal line that you're creating. All right. Once you get the edges lined up, you're gonna crease it. So you have a diagonal line to do. And what you're gonna have left is this excess right here, okay? What you wanna do is you wanna fold that. All right, so then you have this section here. Now what I do is I'll fold that section back and forth a couple times to get a good crease in it. Or you can just take some scissors if you got them and cut that right off. But if you don't have scissors, you crease it real good with your nails. Hold it back the other way. And place it on a flat surface like your table or a countertop, and it'll just tear right off. Okay. And then you have your square paper. Now what I do is I fold it. You don't have to fold your paper if you can get it into a square without doing that. But these lines here are helpful for the assignment. All right. So now you're going to have a paper with 4 sections, right? Now the idea is to get it into 12 sections. So if you draw your lines through there, you're going to just add with your ruler. You want to have 12 slices. This is what it calls it. So let's take our ruler and draw our lines. You have 2 lines already. You're going to draw 6 lines. So you kind of just have to, like, by eye, add those lines so they're kind of even. They don't have to be exactly perfectly spaced. You just kind of do it by estimation here. Right, I'm not gonna lie, this might take you a couple tries to get it to what you like, but there you go. Okay, so 12 slices, 6 lines. All right, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, all right, so the next step 2, you're going to add curved lines in each section and make sure you're going in the opposite direction. So what I do, all right, so I start with one section, okay, and then you just make the lines go the opposite direction for this one, but make sure they're connecting to this one, okay? So okay, so what I did was I drew the line curved right here, the opposite direction. So these lines are going this. It's hard to do, like mirror. So these lines are going this way, and these lines are going this way. So alternate, and then just keep alternating as you go along. Okay. So these lines are going one way. These lines are all going one way, and these switch to the opposite direction. All right, so these lines go this way, these lines go that way, these lines go this way. All right, and you're going to do that all the way around till yours looks like the image here in the example. And so just keep going, and just make sure that the ends of your lines are touching each other. All right, so start from the edge of the previous section of those lines. All right, and then once you get all the way around, the last section is the one you have to pay really close attention to, because you have to make them line up with the first section. All right, and there you go. Okay, so you notice each of these lines are going one direction on this section, and then they switch directions on the opposite on the second section, and then same thing back and forth all the way around. All right, so that's what it should look like at the end of step 2. Then here's step 3. Now what I want you to do is, you notice there's a B on every other space on this one, and then it just switches to the opposite one on each one. Okay, and once we're done, we're going to fill those in, but this is what your paper should look like by the end of class today. So just label every other one B, and it should look just like this on this paper. The rest of the assignment will continue next week. Make sure you take a picture of your finished product that looks like this with the B's in it, and then your do now, and that will be your exit ticket. Submit that, and that's your assignment for the day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.